Hey guys, you're with Josh Fox again for the Courtyard Studios. I'm here with Taylor Dacosta. You've recently actually done something with us before. Some of our viewers probably recognise you from the dance piece with 777 that we did upstairs, the We Move with Harry Curtin. So it's glad to have you back again, and we've been working on this for a couple of months, so it's exciting.
Thanks for having
me. I see it put together.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it, Taylor's choreographed a piece with 4 other dancers, really kind of made a really eclectic kind of combination of styles, bringing it all together for a really nice cohesive dance. So if you haven't seen it, it's already out, check it out. So first of all, mate, what got you inspired to get into dance?
Wow. So I remember moving as a young kid all the time. I come from a very musical household, and there was always tunes playing, whether it be garage music, 80s soul, 70s funk. There was always a soundtrack to my life as a kid. Since I could move, I've danced.
You can really see that in your style, like you've taken elements from different genres and like kind of really well put it together. Was there a specific meaning behind it?
I believe there's a specific meaning behind this piece. For me, it was exploring the different elements of a creative mind. We all have a version of ourselves that's really confident, sometimes overconfident. We have an element of ourselves which is underconfident and stutters and murmurs and second guesses ourselves. We have the vision of self in the future, the one who's made it, the one who's got the things that we aspire to now. And then we've got the side of us that's disorganized or isn't necessarily on time when they should be. And the kind of the lack of punctuality, the childish side. And I thought, what is it about these elements of a creative mind that these people can relate to? What is it as a creative that we experience when we're going through our day-to-day lives? I said, okay, how can I represent this as a struggle? How can these characters overcome that struggle? And then how can we show a unison of those ideas to create a full creative mind? One that's successful, one that makes it, one that's on time, one that's confident but humble, a balance of these creative elements.
Amazing. Perfect. You're good with words as you are moving.
Thank you very much.
What have you been working on most recently?
I've really given all my time to this performance. Music has been a real undertone for everything. Music guides dance, the accompaniment. So I formulated all of the tracks for this performance specifically, and I really wanted to have a stroke of individualism for each section. I wanted to explore different styles within the genre of hip hop. You've got the low fidelity, melodic, calm. You've also got the kind of West Coast bopping beats. You've got something a bit more upbeat with the guitar, that kind of R&B feel. I really tried to show a spectrum of the same genre.
Perfect, man. What is your creative process like, usually from start to finish?
What it will usually culminate around is me sat down with my MPC, and for those of you who don't know, an MPC is a music production center. It's a sampler, it's a synthesizer, it's a beat pad all in one. I'll sit down, I'll go through songs, and I will find different sounds that inspire me, build up a beat bit by bit, and then I'll make 3. And the first one will be a technical difficulty, something will go wrong with the mic or the line in or something. The second one just won't be very good. And then the third one is usually where I hit the one. I'm like, right, got something here. I close my eyes. I imagine what visually would come to me when I'm listening to this song. And if it's a dance, I'll create a dance. If it's an acting visual, someone running away from something or running towards something, I'll create that. But often I like to visualize based on a sound. And then I feel like I'm in pursuit of my idea, just bringing it to life after.
It's amazing that you've gone from being a great dancer now to a kind of a choreographer as well, and content creator, and working with brands. What's been your biggest challenge that you've had to overcome?
My biggest challenge overall, in terms of overcoming and personal development, has really been understanding the difference between enjoying creativity and enjoying the arts, and then being functional within that.
What would be your best advice for aspiring dancers and choreographers?
Always be half an hour early Because someone like myself, from my experience, having that time, if you are there early, fantastic. You've got half an hour to ground and be present in what you're doing. And then if you stop to tie your shoelaces and then a pedestrian gets in the way and then you miss your train, and then it's fine because you've still got 10 minutes to get into the flow of things. So I say before anything, whether it be an audition, a creative process for yourself, give yourself half an hour's room to really settle and be present on your demo.
Amazing. It's probably one of the best practical advices that we've actually got. It's more like achievable.
That's it.
What are your plans for the near future?
Going to continue making music each day, every day, new sound, new song, branch into different genres. I'm going to continue to make theatre performances, devise dance pieces, create clothing that can be danced in, converge the facets into one digestible form, and start marketing it to the world. I realise I've been quite precious and quite careful with, and selfish at times with my creativity, and this project really taught me, right, work with your creative crew, work with your network, because when you utilise that, you've got more brain power on the project, more energy, more aspiration, and it could potentially go further because you've got more momentum.
Yeah, man.
So that's the next step, working with my crew and seeing what we can create together.
Perfect, man. We're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
One last question.
Right.
If you could have a giant billboard up in central London, what would it say?
You are it.
Sick. Cheers, man.
Cheers.
Thanks for everything today, man. And I hope to see you again soon, yeah?
Definitely. Thank you very
Thanks
much.
for watching, guys. Please subscribe to keep supporting so we can keep on doing this and supporting artists.